a twin clutch all-wheel drive system, hill descent control. These are not features that you expect to find on a vehicle with the seat specially designed to be moved while there's a child seat on it. But this is a strange vehicle. This is the GMC Acadia AT4, and it's new for 2020, and we're gonna be taking a look at it here today on Gas Guzzlers. First of all, big thanks to Kuhn Chevy Buick GMC of Clarksville, especially Eric for letting us review this vehicle. And if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing to Gas Guzzlers. Also, this is our first video with our new camera and mic setup, so any apologies if there's any trouble with that, but hopefully it looks and sounds really great. Let's get into it. But first, let's talk about some of the trims and the possible price levels of this vehicle. Your base SL trim starts at about $30,000, and some key features of that are going to be these sweet LED headlamps. You're also going to get an 8-inch infotainment screen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You also get some nice safety features that are standard, like rear cross traffic alert and blind zone alert. Stepping up to the about $38,000 SLE trim, you can expect to find some bigger 18-inch rims and a slightly beefier engine. Stepping up to the $43,000 SLT trim, you're going to get things like leather seats, you're going to get heated front seats, a power driver seat, a power liftgate, and remote start. Then there's the more off-road oriented AT4 package, which is going to start around $42,000. Let's talk about what makes this vehicle special. Really, it's about off-roading here. So you're going to get a 3.6 liter V6 engine, and that's going to make about 310 horsepower and 271 pound-feet of torque. You can expect about 18 miles to the gallon in the city and about 25 in the highway. Now, that's not all you get. You also get some 17-inch wheels, which we'll take a look at on the side. You also get some advanced off-roading features like hill descent control, hill start assist, and then an all-wheel drive system that's slightly improved and has a twin clutch system, which essentially allows it to distribute power between the left and right rear wheels in a controlled and smooth manner. So you're definitely getting some off-road goodies when you step up this package. It's way more than just appearance. And stepping up to the top of the line Denali is going to be about $50,000, and with that you're going to get the highest trim level features. You're going to get cooled front seats, you're also going to get heated rear seats, a heated steering wheel that's nice and leather wrapped. You're also going to get some nicer rims, and you're also going to get some more advanced safety features like pedestrian detection, automatic emergency braking. Now let's take a look at the general looks of this vehicle. I like the hood. I think it's nice, long, slopey, very rugged. That's all Acadias. That's not just the AT4 like this one. I really like the use of body lines right here. The grille is the best part of the front right here. I really like how they have a large grille, but they've managed to fill up a lot of it with this matte metal material, and I like how it's separated by these little diamonds right here. I think that is a very cool touch. I showed off those LED headlights already. Really like those. They have that C shape. I think that GMC doing the C shape in their vehicles is a really cool look. You have more of that matte metal and chrome down here. I think it's just a really nice coherent look, especially with how it works and plays with the bodywork right there. Really like the design of this front. Let's move to the side. Moving around to the side here, I do like the looks of this vehicle. For the most part, you have these 17-inch black wheels, which are part of that AT4 package. Speaking of, you have that really nice badging right there. I really like the red. I think that adds a really nice element to this vehicle. You have the shiny black mirror caps. I think they look fine. I actually kind of like how they sort of contrast with this very bright white right here. I really do like that. Moving back from there, there's not too much to say about this vehicle, except for the fact that when I first saw the new Acadias, I didn't really like this rear 3/4 area right here. I thought it looked kind of ugly. I thought it was a little too rounded maybe. I'm not sure what the problem was. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I think by having the black trim right here and with this white color, I think it's starting to grow on me. You do have a pretty strong curvy body line coming right here through the side end. You have sort of this floating roof kind of in the back right here. Now looking here at the back of the AT4, I think that this might actually be my favorite angle, but the front's very good looking, but I really like this rear end. So first of all, you have this really nice continuation right here of that matte gray metal from the front. I really like this material. And then your taillights here look so good. You have the C shape again, and I really like how it just continues out into the tailgate, how the top goes way further out than the bottom. I just think that's a very dramatic, modern design. I really like that. You can see we have them lit up here for you. Moving down, this is a lot of black plastic. This is quite a bit much. So not a fan of that, but then you do have these nice exhaust tips down here, nice rectangles. I really think that matches the theme and just general feel of this vehicle pretty well, and they are real. Now, let's talk about your cargo space. This does have a power tailgate. Your button's actually down here. I was reaching around here for a button, but didn't find one. It's actually right here. You can see we have our power tailgate. Now, this vehicle right here has 3 rows. You can get it with a 3rd row delete. With the 3rd row up, you're gonna have about 12.8 cubic feet of cargo space. You can pull these down just with the strap, just like that. Putting down your 3rd row seats is going to give you about 41.7 cubic feet of cargo space, and having all 3 rows down will give you about 79 cubic feet of cargo space. Just something to note as you are getting into the vehicles, you do have these AT4 plates right there. I think that looks really nice, but just a little fun feature is if you open this door and you look closely, you can see it says no step on this little plastic piece, as if someone could use this as some sort of rail when they were getting in the vehicle. It's not that high, GMC. I don't think you need to worry about anyone stepping on that. Now, when I got in here, the thing that shocked me was this orange leather. You have very bright orange leather. I really like this. It's actually like a muddy orange. I really like it. I was not a fan at first, but I do like it now with these gray inserts. I think that looks really, really cool. Actually, the leather is an upgrade on the AT4, but the trim below it gets leather standard. The AT4, you're gonna have to get leather as an option. So even though the trim below it comes with leather, the AT4 comes with cloth standard. So that's just something to note. You do have this nice soft touch material all along your dash, and then sort of a matching orange stitching. I really like that. Not too much has changed from the 2019 model. It looks like a lot of GMCs in here. I like the continuation of the matte metal right here. I like just all the buttons here are set up very nicely. We'll go a bit more into that later. You also have this cool orange carbon fibery material that's all around the cabin. It's here in the center, it's on the door panels, it's right in front of your passenger, so that's definitely a really cool look. My only complaint in here, quality-wise, would be that the sunroof, the mechanism to pull it is a physical mechanism, and it does not feel premium at all. But other than that, it's a pretty nice experience, lots of soft touch materials. All right, so let's talk about your driver's area here a bit. Looking at your steering wheel right here, it's nice and thick. I think they actually like thickened it from maybe the GMC trucks. This feels much nicer, nice leather right there. And then you have this nice little matte metal right there, just like we saw on the outside, which is nicely contrasted by this little bit of shiny metal right here. Looking at your stalks, you have pretty good stalks. They feel good. They have nice clicks to them. You can see you have these nice little metal rings on them, which really adds just a little touch of like niceness to it. Just a little extra touch. I really like that. In the center, you do have analog gauges. That is a bit behind the rest of the competition. They are controlled using these buttons here. Those of you that have seen our videos before, you know I love the clickiness of the buttons on the steering wheel of GM products, but you can see like this is adequate. It gives you the basic information you need, but at this price point, when we're getting above 40 grand, something a little more premium, a little more full would be nice. It is nice that you have that metal trim in there to kind of spice things up, liven things up a little bit. I really like just this connection right here to the door. I think that looks really premium and good. We have more of that matte material. You can see you do have soft touch right here with that stitching I mentioned earlier. Just your parking brake buttons and whatnot. You do have this nice metallic bit going around. I really like that. Just like we saw outside, that's a really nice look. Your air vents have a nice stiffness to them. I like the shape of them. They're not just square. A little creativity there, and they have the bit of chrome just to snazzy things up a bit with some nice rubberized plastic just for easier gripping. Looking here at the infotainment, if you've seen our videos before, you know we are big fans of the General Motors infotainment system. So really like this system. Not a whole lot to point out with it. Sometimes the cameras can be cool, but really there's not a whole lot to the system. If you are familiar with like how an iPhone or Android phone works, then you will be very at home here. If we move down from that, you can see we have these nice rubberized knobs. I really like the feel of these. It just yells quality. They put some time into this. I really like that. It is surrounded by just kind of a flat pancake of plastic buttons, which I'm not a huge fan of, but these are still nice. And I like that these have the screen. So I'm going to turn on the climate control here. So you'll hear a bit of noise. I apologize for that. But you can see if I turn on the climate control, it shows the temperature inside this dial. So that is really cool. Let's turn that off. And you have the nice blue and red lights, of course. Moving down from that, you have your new transmission shifter. So that works by pulling on these buttons. So you can see we got reverse here, have park here. Moving down from that, you do have this sort of big storage cubby, and you have a cigarette lighter along with a USB-A, USB Type-C, and you also have an SD card. USB-C, if you don't know, just charges a little faster, has some other benefits over USB-A. It's reversible. This is nice rubberized, so things aren't sliding around there. You have these buttons right here, not too much to say about them. Your engine controls, safety stuff, parking assistant. And then right here, you have that cool orange carbon fiber material again. Really like the look of that. And then you have these cup holders, which are nice outlined in metal, really like that. They have this rubberized inside so your cups won't slide around. Only thing I wish is that it had the pushers for when you put a smaller cup in. That's my only complaint right there. Moving back from that, you have your seated heat controls, which it can do just the back or the whole seat, which is very nice, 3 different levels there. And then you have some controls for your all-wheel drive system. Again, nice rubberized knob, really feels sturdy, really feels high quality. Put some pencils right there. Under this area, you have a nice big storage place right here, lots of storage. And let's open your center rest. By the way, you do have that nice stitching right there, and this is very soft, nice to rest your arm on. And not too much to mention here, nice and deep, except the bottom's very foamy and padded, which is interesting. So that's the only sort of quirky, fun thing about that. So that's your center stack in the Acadia AT4. And here we are in the back. There's plenty of legroom here. This is where I would say if I was driving, I have tons of room. You have this nice little center stack right here. You have your fan controls, you have separate climate controls for back here, along with a full-size household outlet, a USB-A, a USB-C plug, and a secret little cup holder storage area under the cabinet right here, which is just really cool. Not too much to say other than that. You have your very orange seats again, and this has the captain's chairs in it. Pretty nice place to be. This has a special car seat function. To do that, you're just gonna pull this handle right here, and then this seat moves forward just like that. So you can actually move the whole seat with the car seat in it, which is a very useful feature. And now you join me in the third row, or lack thereof, kind of. Not much legroom. Again, like a lot of 3-row SUVs, this place is really just for children. You do have your square cup holder right there. I'm not sure what this is, maybe to hold a phone. I've never seen a pocket shaped like that. And then you have your USB-A outlet right there. So you do get some amenities back here. You do have like air vents right there, but legroom is not one of those amenities. The Acadia AT4 is well deserving of that AT4 badge. With this bigger engine and advanced all-wheel drive features, this vehicle really can do some serious work off-road. And it has plenty of capability for a family, and those third row seats are even fairly usable for small kids. So a pretty unique, impressive vehicle nonetheless. A big thanks to Kuhn Chevy Buick GMC of Clarksville, especially Eric, for letting us take a look at this vehicle. And if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps us out a lot, guys. Really trying to grow the channel. We're gonna be doing a lot this summer, so stick with us. We're excited to get into it. All right, we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great week.